Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying your day. Well, honey, we got some more Wendy and Kevin tea to talk about. So, apparently, this is really not even about Wendy per se. It's about her finances. So, like I said, apparently, Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina Marcy, the one that was appointed by the courts. She's also a lawyer that was appointed to oversee Wendy's finances. Well, she's filed a lawsuit against Kevin Hunter, Wendy's ex-husband, stating that he owes 127,000 for a alimony overpayment. So she's filed that in court, and she wants Kevin to pay her back $112,000. Honey, Kevin ain't got two quarters to rub together, okay? But anyway, Miss Morrissey, she's been playing dirty with Wendy's money. Wendy has all kind of tax liens. She has a lien. We learned earlier that she has a 4.5 million condo she bought in 2021, and federal taxes put a lien on it, because clearly Miss Marcy is not paying her bills, right? We also learned that her son Kevin Jr. was served an eviction notice in his Miami apartment because his bills were no longer being paid by his mom. We know that Wendy wouldn't like any of this stuff, right? But Miss Marcy is now coming after Kevin Hunter Jr. for, like I said, repayment of monies that he was supposed to have been overpaid, right? So, Sabrina Marcy filed papers. Um, on behalf of the star, saying that her ex-husband, she wants the court to order him to pay $112,500 to her as a overpaid as being overpaid in a divorce agreement, right? It says that in the court filing exclusively obtained by the Sun, the former talk show host Guardian not only claimed that her ex Kevin, age 52, was overpaid, but she also wanted the divorce judgment to issue a gag order to stop him from speaking. So not only is she wanting the money back that she feels that he's been overpaid, she's wanting him not to be able to talk about it to anybody. It's just like she wanted A&E to be, she issued a gag order on A&E, the parent company of Lifetime, just before Wendy's documentary came out. She tried to stop it. She said at the time that she tried to stop it because she felt like it would make Wendy look bad, but in all actuality, I think that she knew that it would make her look bad, due to the state that Wendy is in, right? Now, Wendy was doing good. If you guys can remember, in one of my older videos, her son had got her out of New York and taken her down to Florida to be with her family. She was doing good with her family. Kevin Jr. said he had got her on a vegan diet, because she's got early onset dementia. She was diagnosed with early onset dementia, right? So she was doing good. She was walking, and eating her vegan food, being loved on by her family, right? And then all of a sudden, the Guardian asked the court to order her back to New York. And a little while after she got back to New York, she started being disheveled, going out looking like she was drunk, buying liquor at the liquor store. She was filmed doing that. Paparazzi is everywhere in New York, right? And so, this is after, like I said, after 4 months of the court, ordering her to come back to New York. But until then, and when she was in Florida, she was doing very well, right? So this is right here. Wendy's old attorney. She would talk to Wendy. She would go sit with Wendy, and on one of her old attorneys, Lysandra Thomas's conversation with Wendy. Wendy was doing fine. She was explaining how she was eating her vegan food and getting along well, right? So everything was fine until she returned to New York, where she went downhill. And of course, I think that was on purpose to make Wendy seemed like she needed a guardian even more. And back then, we didn't understand why Wendy's family wouldn't step in and be the guardian. But the reason why Wendy's family wouldn't step in and be the guardian is because she wasn't allowed to. Right, the family, nobody in the family was allowed to be the guardian. Now, remind you, this Sabrina Marcy chick, she's a lawyer, right? So Sabrina says, according to the couple's marital settlement agreement, Kevin was to receive what has been delineated as severance payments for Wendy, which is 49. She claims that the payments for Mr. Hunter were to terminate if Wendy's yearly earned income is less than her two times than her yearly income as of February 2020, right? The Guardian alleges that yearly income is defined in the agreement as Wendy's W-2 income and any income paid as a result of her working on a show, quote unquote, right? So in the filing, the Guardian said Wendy, who has not shown up to to host the show, the Wendy Williams show, for her entire last season, stopped being paid her full salary in October of 2021. But Kevin continued to get paid, so he got three more payments. Um, after this 2021 date, right? And they were 30 something $1,000 a piece, which added up to the $112,000, right? And so she goes on to say she added the payment goes against the express terms of the settlement agreement. Now let me just say this: if Wendy was in her right mind and in control of her own finances, even though her and Kevin got divorced, even though he got that baby by the side chick or whatever, I don't think Wendy would have taken him back to court for these types of settlements. I also don't think there would have been a lien on her property, and I don't think that her son would have fallen upon hard times. And it would appear that since her property has a tax lien on it, is it that the Guardian is just not paying Wendy's bills and pocketing the money, or is the Guardian done used up our Wendy's 40+ million dollars? Like, what is she hiding it? What is she doing with it? To the point to where she has to sue Kevin for $112,000, right? So, but let me tell you why I think that she's suing Kevin for $112,000, right? So the reason why I think that she's suing Kevin for overpayment is simply to shut him up. It's simply to keep him from digging, right? So Kevin is asking the court to intervene. First, she wanted him to go to arbitration, right? Then he said arbitration didn't work, and now he's wanting a U.S. A court. As the Sun reported last month, Kevin is asking the court to intervene after he claims the payments, which were agreed to in his and Wendy's marital settlement agreement, suddenly ceased before she was placed under guardianship in 2022, right? So as a result of that, she wants a gag order. The reason why she wants a gag order on all of this, y'all, is because Kevin wants to see the books. Now, first they had agreed. Kevin went back to court and he wants to see the finances, right? And so first they agreed to it, but he has yet to see any of those finances at all, right? And so Kevin also urged the court to compel Wendy's team, meaning her guardianship and all those other shiesty people that we learned about in the Wendy Williams interview, her team to hand over all the bank records from the date of dissolution of marriage until current. He wants to see the books dating back to the time they filed for divorce until the current time, right? So I think that is why the guardian slash lawyer wants Kevin to not only have a gag order, but she doesn't want any of this to happen. So, because she doesn't want any of this to happen, she's decided to countersue him for $112,000 in overpayment, right? So I think that is what is up her sleeve. Like I said, I don't think that Wendy would be good with any of this. I would like to know. See, and then another thing when it comes to Kevin, if you notice when her family did an interview on the Today Show, I mean not to Today Show, but GMA, as well as the View a couple of weeks ago, his family. Wendy's family said nothing derogatory or didn't even mention Kevin at all, right? Now we know that Kevin's, at least Wendy's brother, and maybe even sister also, really don't have anything against Kevin, right? And these are older people, and they figure people's marriage is their marriage, right? But anyway, I think that they could possibly be standing behind Kevin, and requesting Wendy's finances be examined. Because I'm thinking if he gets his hands on those books, that he's going to have them examined by a forensics tax person, right? A forensics, what do you call those people? a forensics, I'm gonna call it tax accountant, right? And so I'm thinking that is another reason why Miss Marcy, the the guardian, doesn't want any of these books to be given to Kevin, right? So whatever the case, we're gonna have to wait and see what comes about all of this. I don't think that Wendy would be good with any of this going on. I know for a fact she wouldn't be good with her son treated any kind of way. You know what I mean? Now I don't know if the son is agreeing to any of this what Kevin is doing, simply because y'all know shortly after Wendy and Kevin Senior got divorced, him and his son got into an argument, and the son was arrested because he punched Kevin Senior in a Walgreens or something like that. So honey, he got arrested, child. He got arrested. And then after that he went to looking hard. And then by the time Wendy child was back in back in Florida, he was back to himself. But poor Kevin, I feel so bad for him. But whatever happens, even if Kevin does get some money, I would rather him have it, Kevin Senior, than this Marcy chick have it, right? Cause she's done something, or and still is doing something with Wendy's finances, to the point to where she won't don't want nobody to see those books. And I also heard that Miss Marcy and the judge was allegedly in cahoots together, right? They got a whole guardianship scheme thing going on allegedly, right? So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, y'all. Child, that's all I got. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notifications bell so that you will be notified when I hit this live button and make another video. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.